flinched at her own words. Talk about sounding cold. Jeez. But she always felt like she said or did the wrong thing. I mean, Victoria cleared her throat. If there aren't any remains for me to go over, I'm not sure how helpful I'll be with this case. The dead were her domain, mostly because she didn't know how to handle the living. A forensic anthropologist by trade, she had been behind the safety of an ivory tower when Gabe had convinced her to join Lost. And lately, it was a decision that she regretted. You'll be plenty helpful, Gabe murmured, then inclined his head toward Wade. You and Wade will be teamed up together on this case. No, oh please, no. Wade flashed her a wide smile, one that instantly sent a flicker of heat surging through Victoria's veins. Wade Monroe was trouble that she couldn't quite handle right then. Handsome, dangerous, and more than ready to play dirty on any case. Yes, that was Wade all right. He was a threat to her. She knew it. Wade was an ex-cop, an ex-homicide detective, and while the guy was great at following up on leads and building camaraderie with local law enforcement personnel, he made her nervous. We're friends. We've been friends since day one. So why do I suddenly feel so different around him? Maybe because their last two big cases had sent them both into a life-or-death panic. Maybe because the memories had unlocked in her mind and they just wouldn't stop. She felt different around everyone now. It was harder to keep her mask in place. But Wade, handsome, sexy Wade, was the one who made her feel most on edge. She had to constantly watch herself with him, and lately she'd felt him watching her too much. Victoria cleared her throat. I'm not sure I'm the best agent to accompany him. Wade's golden eyes narrowed. Such an unusual color, beautiful and intense. Why not? It was Gabe who spoke. Victoria, and his voice softened as he added, It's time for you to get back in the field. Her gaze shot around the table and desperation gripped her heart. There was sympathy on the faces that stared back at her, sympathy and, God forbid, pity. She hated the pity. Dean Bannon sat to her right, an ex-FBI agent. Dean had seen plenty of horrors, up close and personal. He was tough as nails, and he wouldn't ever balk at taking a field case. Neither would Sarah Jacobs. The profiler was to Victoria's right. Sarah, the woman who could get into any killer's head without the slightest hesitation, she wouldn't be running scared. Just me. This is a good case for you, Gabe assured her. And Kennedy needs you. Kennedy. Right. The woman who was missing. The woman who was probably dead. A woman who wouldn't be coming home. I'm supposed to help the dead. I'm supposed to give them their justice. Didn't Kennedy deserve justice? Yes. So Victoria balled up her shaking hands and nodded briskly. What time do we leave? 7 a.m. tomorrow, Gabe told her, and approval gleamed in his eyes. Be packed and ready to go. And that was an order. Right. You'll take the private plane to Savannah, and then you'll have an SUV rental waiting for you, Gabe added. Don't worry. My assistant will take care of all the details. Not worry. Right. She excelled at worrying. The team members filed out. Not that those assembled were the only agents at Lost. The organization was growing by leaps and bounds these days, and she knew that Gabe was even talking about opening a second office, maybe one along the West Coast. Currently, Lost was in a high-rise located in downtown Atlanta. But if Gabe really had his eye on expansion, she knew a second office wouldn't be a dream for much longer. What Gabe wanted, he got. Victoria grabbed her manila file and hurried toward the door. Sarah was lingering there, and even though Victoria considered the woman her friend, the last thing she wanted was for Sarah to start poking around in her head. Sarah was a perfect profiler. I just don't want her